Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching Where with Sim again. Hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the tropics, and we're also going to be talking about these storms that will be coming in the month of December. So we'll really have to pay attention to this and watch really closely. And I don't know if you guys know this person or not, but Ryan Hall made a video where things will be completely changing after Thanksgiving, and it's already after Thanksgiving, so we'll have to see if things really start to get active or not. But we're first going to start off with the tropics. This is Ramon. If we look at him, he will kind of strengthen a little bit. Maybe he might strengthen a little bit but then die down to a tropical depression. So I mean, this is our next named storm in the Pacific Ocean. I'm not really sure if we ran out of names or not, but we'll really have to keep our eye on him for a second, just in case he turns around or if he chooses to go towards Hawaii. But there's even a very small chance of development in the next 48 hours across this area. This shouldn't strengthen into anything, but we'll really have to keep watching, and and this will at least bring some showers and storms to these islands, which is most likely Portugal. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the climate predictions and our outlook. So with the 6 to 10 day outlook, things have changed a lot to where we are going to start to see above normal for quite a bit of the United States. The only area that seems to be dry is up here to the north towards the Dakotas and even the upper plains. So that's the area that we'll have to keep our eye on for drier than normal conditions. But we even got a pretty good chance for above average precipitation across Hawaii and Alaska. But with the temperatures, we are seeing a pretty good chance for below average temperatures across the Rockies, and then even a chance in northern Maine. So we'll really have to keep our eye on this. But with the temperatures right here, so above normal, the above average temperatures are expected for this area across the central United States, getting into portions of the eastern United States, especially the south and even the upper Midwest. So we'll really have to keep our eye on this. But with the 8 to 14 day outlook, kind of similar thing, but no below average temperatures. So we are seeing above for pretty much a pretty good portion of the United States. The chances kind of do increase a little bit in the central United States, but then the higher chances do get a pretty good chance for above average temperatures, especially across the upper Midwest. So we'll really have to keep our eye on that. But with the precipitation, pretty much the same thing, but maybe a little less active, because if you look, we are only seeing like chances for slightly below average precipitation. It looks like we got a really small one that has a better, really small area back here that has a better chance than this green one. But we even have a good chance for above average precipitation across the northwest, and then we even got that below average in the Dakotas. So if we look at the weather predictions and our outlook, we're going to start off with today, where we will have a chance for some freezing rain across the panhandle of Texas, getting into panhandle of Oklahoma, and then into Kansas. There is a chance for heavy snow across central Kansas, and then we do have that widespread white area, which indicates snowfall is possible. So we'll really have to keep our eye on this closely. But if you head farther down south, your chances kind of do increase a little bit for rainfall, because if you look, we do have that thunderstorm area that has a pretty good chance for seeing some thunderstorms. But we'll really have to keep our eye on this. But rain and thunderstorms will be a possibility down here to the south, so we'll really have to keep our eye on that. But as we head into Sunday, things shift off to the east, so mainly mixed precipitation mixed with snow up to the north, and then all the way down here to the south we do expect some thunderstorms and rain. And then on Monday, same thing, but it doesn't include this area. We're just going to be focusing on New England as we we get into Monday. So as we look at the excessive rainfall outlook, I just wanted to show you guys that we actually did have a marginal risk for flash flooding across the same areas that saw that moderate risk, and this will be a small concern today. We actually did have some coastal flood statements across this area, and that's the main reason why we have this marginal risk. But other than that, not looking too active for the next few days, because as you see, all days are showing less than 5%, so we'll have to really keep our eye on this, but just today is going to be our main concern. But if we look at the GFS model, there's the radar. We're going to go ahead and take this forward, because as we get into tomorrow, we start to see some rainfall and even some snowfall across like the Ohio Valley, getting into the Great Lakes region. And as we continue to take this forward, we'll start to see a pretty active line of storms as we get into November 30th, and this is only 5 days out from now, so this could be a really big threat of severe weather. So I'm just gonna say it's pretty obvious that we do see something like this, especially because it's less than a week away from now. So we'll really have to keep our eye on this area for at least some severe weather again. But we'll have to see about that. But we continue to take this forward. It does die down as it moves through Ohio Valley, and then we start to see some snowfall for New England. As we continue to take this forward, we start to see a major snowstorm, and this will mix with a few thunderstorms too as well, and that will be for New England. Then as we continue to take this forward, we won't see super active weather. This weather seems to stay a little bit more calmer, but more isolated storms and snow showers across portions of the United States. But if we look at the total snowfall, anywhere from now to December 11th is when you can expect several to almost a couple of feet of snow across the Rocky Mountains. Same goes for New England, and just look at that, guys. For northern Maine, 45 inches of snowfall. Holy crap, that is a lot of snow. Look, if you head into Nova Scotia, look, 62 inches of snowfall. Wow, that's a lot of snow as we get into December 11th. That is a lot of snow. So I'm just going to be honest with you guys. That is a lot of snow up there towards Maine and Nova Scotia. So you're definitely going to want to be on high alert. But we're even seeing quite a bit of snow for like the Appalachian Mountains as they get into North Carolina. But like places like the upper Midwest, getting through the Great Lakes region, could see lots of lake effect snow, especially as we head probably in the next couple of days, because we actually did see those snow chances around this area. So we'll really have to keep our eye on this, but definitely something to be aware about. But if we look at the precipitation, anywhere from now to December 11th is when you can expect at least beneficial amounts across the eastern United States. We are seeing some pretty active precipitation across Texas and even New England, but other than that, it's looking like mostly beneficial amounts across the Ohio Valley, getting down into the south. But if we look at the jet stream forecast, we're going to go ahead and take this forward all the way to where it strengthens. So on November 27th, we kind of see this strengthening, and then that will kind of head out, and it will continue to stay pretty strong as it heads out. And then as we continue to take this forward, we start to see another strengthening jet stream, but this time it's more farther north, and then that will kind of head out pretty strong too as well. So I mean, it's pretty active, and as you see, there is kind of a dip in the jet stream, which could bring some storm possibilities, and we actually did kind of see that on radar, so we'll really have to watch closely. But some changes can be expected, that's for sure, but we'll still really have to keep our eye on some active weather. But if we look at the temperature anomalies, we're going to go ahead and take this forward, and if we look, we start to see our temperatures really get down to freezing as we get into November 27th, and even getting all the way down as low as 24 across some areas. Looks like Wisconsin could see as low as 10 degrees, which is really well below average, I'm pretty sure, for this time of year. But if we continue to take this forward, we'll kind of start to see a little warm up, most likely in the 60s and stuff. It looks like we even could see some 70s across certain Kentucky. So I mean, that's a really good warm up. I mean, after dealing with all of that cold air, it's a pretty good warm up, but we'll still have to deal with more cold air as we get into December 6th, and then as we continue to take this forward, we're not really sure anymore. But I'm just saying kind of we're kind of like not really we're kind of heading a lot of days out. That's what I meant to say. We're kind of heading a lot of days out, so we're not really gonna be expecting all of this to really occur, especially everything that I talked about in this video. But we'll really have to keep our eye on these things. But thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. You guys can watch my December forecast if you guys haven't watched that already. But if you have, thanks. I'm glad that. But if you have watched my December forecast, thank you for watching it. And I do hope you guys have a nice day, and I will do one tomorrow.